uh, her turn 4, she fail charges my rock arbor, which I was happy about that. And then she pushes up her Grail Knights and turns and reforms those Knights of the Realm, and then they do like a side trot, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, they ended up like that. And I think she casts some buffs in the magic phase on that unit. They get like +2 toughness or something. And then I managed to stop the other one. And then right here in combat, I finally break those men at arms and they run off. I choose to combat reform to face the bowman because I've got to get some standards here. And so orc turn 5. My orcs charge in. Black orcs charge in those into the flank of those men at arms, and yeah, they're toast. My boar boys charge the Knights of the Realm unit. Even though they got like a +2 toughness buff on them, I'm not too concerned because Aswa, and so my goal is just mainly to hope that he can get all the kills and kill them that way. And then my chariot goes after the Grail Knights to try and finish them off. And in combat, I break the bowmen, but I fail to run them down. And that might have been a mistake. What I probably should have done after breaking those bowmen should have been probably to reform, because then maybe I could have done something with my black orcs. But anyway, the chariot manages to kill one of those Grail Knights, but it kills one back, and that ends up being the musician makes sure that they win. So, or maybe actually I think the musician's dead at this point. Anyway, it ended up being a push, or either that or I passed my leadership test, but it goes nowhere. And right here, I accept the challenge with my champion in that unit, and then my war boss I got like a 5 with the battle axe, and so he goes to town. He kills off the BSB and one of those characters, and then I managed to get some attacks in and kill down the unit. So it looks like the caster ends up being pushed forward. They kill the 3 boar boys, and so but still they managed to hold. I think they lost combat in the end only by like 1 or 2, and so that was unfortunate as they held. Oh no, I remember what the deal is. This unit's stubborn. That her level 4 has a crown of command, so they passed their stubborn 9 leadership test. So that was unfortunate. Her turn 5, her Peg Knights charge in against the Rock Lobber, and she reforms her Knights Errant. Or actually, that might have been a fail charge. I think she had already reformed it, but either way. And then these guys keep running, her bowmen. And the men at arms run off the board, thank goodness. And right here in fighting, this is her magic phase. She casts regrowth and gets a knight back and pushes and saves that level 4 damsel from being attacked. And obviously in combat, her Peg Knights kill off my Rock Lobber and they turn. And right here, I managed to kill one more Grail Knight. However, they've put 2 more wounds on that chariot, so it's down to its last wound. And there's still the standard there. And right here, I didn't do much other than to kill off that other knight. Oh no, not that knight. I think my champion died, and so I had to accept and fight a challenge with the character that was sitting there. And so my war boss ended up killing that last character, and that's pretty much all that happened. As you can see, I lost I think 1 or 2 more boar boys, and so ended up being either a push or again stubborn 9, so going nowhere. And right here, you can see my turn. This is Orcs and Goblins turn 6. My Black Orcs turn, so they can see what's going on there. I guess they're just gonna watch. And in combat, I finish off that unit. My war boss pretty much just kills those knights. They break and they don't get run down. I think just the prophetess was left, and she ran away. She managed to escape. So I overrun into her lord, and we're now at I figured turn 6, and I've got to kill her lord to win, because she still has that Grail. She still has that Grail Knight, and she's got that Knight's errant banner. So I've either got to kill off that Grail Knight, which my chariot's not looking likely to do, or I've got to kill this guy. Bottom 6, her final turn, the last turn of the game. Anyway, she kills off my the chariot dies to that Grail Knight, and so there goes that. So now it's just down to whether or not I can get her lord, or if she kills my lord, or kills the unit. Either way. And she charges in her Peg Knights and her Knights Errant to try and finish off this unit, because all she actually has to do, she doesn't even have to kill my guy, she just has to get that last standard off that unit, and she'll win. I have to kill her lord. So going in, final turn, her prophetess manages to rally, so no points there. And then it all just comes down. However, there's no magic, as she had to rally. So going in, final turn. Oh, and also her bowman rally, of course. Final turn, we fight it. We fight her initiative, and he ends up getting that nightmare that I feared, and rolls that 6, and I have no ward save. So my guy goes down to heroic killing blow. So there's the end of Lord Arcturus, as apparently he probably got his head chopped off or something. I don't know. It's ugly. So yeah, I was right to be afraid of the heroic killing blow. And there you can see the final picture. There he is. He's lying there dead. And as Blood and Glory, he's worth 2. So that means turn 6 she wins. So thus ends, I guess, the sad tale of Lord Arcturus. Alright, so final thoughts on the game. Really, it goes down to my deployment on this one, but I'm not sure exactly what else I could have done. Other than what I should have done was put my biggins, they should have been deep, and my black orcs should have been in horde. So I think, and the problem is I just didn't realize, I didn't realize how much space I would need. I guess I'm still having a hard time getting used to those 25mm bases. Playing Skaven, I'm used to using horde units, but with 20mm, your footprint's so much smaller. So I'm still adjusting to the larger footprint, and so in the Blood and Gore scenario, I actually didn't have the space to deploy everything in horde that I wanted, and that kind of messed it up. And then, of course, the other thing was with the river trolls. If I had remembered about the flaming shooting, I think my river trolls would have been in the back behind a unit or something like that, so that they could have survived to get some damage in. They probably would have gone. I would have stuck them right behind my general and just had them follow the boar boys in. So yeah, other than that, this game was it was so much fun. This was one of the most fun I've had playing in quite a while, actually, as far as games go. Mainly because, as you saw, it came down to turn 6. It came down to that final turn and that final combat between her lord and my lord, and just a question of whether or not she gets the heroic killing blow, because I think I rolled. I didn't get to roll, but as long as I rolled, at least average or better, I stood a really good chance of just chopping her guy down. So Battle Axe the last while, it's kind of fun. For serious games in a tournament, I don't think I would ever take it in a tournament, just because actually, I take that back. Maybe take it in a tournament, but as long as it's not on your general. Let's go it that way, because I think really this build might have worked better. What I should have done is maybe put the Crown of Command into those big ones somehow. Maybe put it on my level 4 as well, and then run them deep. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best solution. Run them deep, something so that unit doesn't can't be broken in combat as easily, and then make him the general, put the standard discipline in there, and then run them that way, and then run this guy the way he's built, run with Battle Axe the Last Wall on a war boss in a unit of boar boys, because I love the hitting power that it provides. But I think it might be better if, not as the general, because then that way you're not. It's too many. It's too risky to due to orc characters low initiative. It, making having your general without a ward save, I think that's really what I'm getting at. Is you should you should give your general a ward save just because he's too important for orcs and goblins, or maybe there's other ways to protect him. You can bunker him in a small unit in the back that never sees combat. That's another way to go if you want to do it that way. But if you're going to do that, then you might as well run a goblin war boss because it's less points. In my mind, if you pay the points for an orc war boss, you've got to use him in combat, and he's got to get in there. And he's got to chop things to pieces. Bretonnians, they're crazy good. Actually, I think they really actually don't need a new army book for in the near future. They work quite well, even in 8th. Even the one time I think where they really struggle is if there's hordes and they don't have lots of their own cheap troops. And so I think that's really, if you have a Bretonnian army and you're really trying to make them viable, take some good take a ton of cavalry, but then also take 2 or 3 large blocks of your own cheap troops to help cancel out the steadfast. Anyway, that's it, and I hope you enjoyed it.